Hi, as an event host, an auctioneer, or an after-dinner speaker, I don't actually have a script because every event is different. What I do have is lots of funny stories, interesting stories about the movie industry. I've made my own movies, and I've also made films with big stars like Guy Ritchie, Sherlock Holmes. So one or two of those stories will fit your event.
Hardly fitting for a soldier.
Stay with me.
Waker, you should be here.
Yes.
Come on! I shall go back for her.
Well, what really attracted me to this particular story was the fact that it was so simple. And it's a true story, which was told to Thomas Hardy, and he then wrote it as an 8-page story. And the fact that it is so simple makes it ideal for a movie.
Do I make myself plain? Yes, Helen, sir.
You know what was so crazy yet so typically Hollywood? I was meant to be doing a science fiction film with James Caan, and that got cancelled. So they offered me a love story by Thomas Hardy.
And when Stuart St Paul asked me to come up and do a small scene as a favour, I was more than delighted to come. Having never been to the Shetland Islands, I was very thrilled to be able to come and visit. It wasn't me, honest. You know it wasn't me.
Action.
I'm attracted to difficult subject matters when I direct my own films. Not just because we gave the house back to the owners after we blew it up, but this film was meant to be shot in southwest Australia. It was a parallel of farmers greedily wanting more farming land, pulling up all the trees, and the water table rose. The salt came with it, killed off all the land. And the parallel was this particular family was killing off itself. I can't tell you anymore, really.
What happened to my mother?
You can see how we swapped the sparseness of southwest Australia to the sparseness of Shetland, but we had a whole town where the crew could go, stay and enjoy themselves after work, yet turn the other way, there is a house in the middle of nowhere.
She hears news that her father's dying, so she goes back to Shetland to see if he's okay, and she uncovers lots of truths about her past.
I'm up in Leeds at the moment. We're doing a film directed by Stuart St Paul. It's called Freight.
Really kicked off with some difficult material because lots of trucks moving around, containers coming in, the girls being taken out the back of the container, running into the chemical works, being attacked.
It's happening in real life.
I am East Europe woman, and I can tell you it is true.
There's been lots of movement. I mean, it's deliberate because I wanted to have, lots of visuals, keep it moving, and make it look like a movie. My upbringing was American movies. I was trained on Superman and Batman, and I did 3 Bond films. So, I'm used to wanting big things.
And the whole thing is a hunt for my daughter.
Basically it's a scene where I've been kidnapped for basically the majority of the film, and the cavalry arrive. My dad comes in with my brothers and all of the guys from the boxing club who are basically grown up with, so it's like my entire family basically have come to save me.
We uncover sex slaves, we uncover all sorts of dodgy dealings going on.
When Gabe's daughter goes missing, she's kidnapped by a group of Romanians. We go after them.
And I get myself into a little bit of trouble.
Not for sale.
Not a fairy tale.
To perform and to dance, and Eva is totally against that. She's a very spiritual person, she's married, and it's totally alien to her.
Mickey, Steve and Nat with John.
All right, let's go.
Does this happen every day? Let me tell you, they just made one big mistake getting...
This is what director looks like after 4.5 weeks of shooting. Tired. The band were working continuously, and we couldn't find a date in their schedule. Then when they were free, I couldn't find a date in my schedule because I was off doing Sherlock Holmes.
It had gone away and I kind of relaxed, so that's good, I'm going to do that. And I'm like that. I get really jumpy about things. That's the insecure show-off, and then thinks, well, why aren't you looking at me, or why don't you want me?
There's going to be a fish wrangler with you.
What's a fish wrangler?
What he does is he just puts a load of blood in the water.
Blood?
Blood draws the fish in.
Well, a little bit of bread or something normally does it. Bread
yeah,
or...
but sharks don't like bread.
Well, what do you mean sharks?
If you love a great thriller that has lots of action, keeps it moving, twists and turns that makes you want to turn onto the next page, then Cruise Ship Heist is probably the book for you, and happens on a cruise ship. So this is really the kind of look most cruisers are used to, leaving somewhere. The problem on this book is that when you leave, someone is actually carrying a lot of money and it's not theirs. My name's Stuart St Paul. I've been a director, I've written lots of screenplays, but this is my first novel and it all takes place on a cruise ship. Cruise Ship Heist.